Words and pictures.
Hello. I was just having a drink of water. Water is a wonderful thing. All living things need water to survive. I need water. This plant needs water. You can see that the roots have grown all the way down so that they can take in the water. Animals need water too. This walrus swims in water, and the water helps to keep its skin nice and soft. And there are some creatures that live in water all the time, like these goldfish, which I've called Wendy and Wally. Glub glub. I bet they think water's really wonderful. Water's also good for the washing up, but I think I'll leave that for the moment and have another drink of water. Window. Wall. What else can you see that starts with the same sound? This is a wolf. A wolf is a wild dog. Wolves have very good eyesight, all the better to see with. Big, pointy ears, all the better to hear with. A long nose, all the better to smell with. And sharp teeth, all the better to eat with. But unlike wolves in fairy tales, most wolves can also be gentle and friendly to each other. Wolves live in groups or packs. They look after their young and hunt for food together. There are lots of other wild dogs in different parts of the world, like the simian fox of Ethiopia, the South American bush dog, the Asiatic raccoon dog, the dingo of Australia, the jackal, and the African hunting dog. All wild dogs live in packs. They all eat meat. And all wild dogs lick each other to keep clean and to be friendly. Cubs actually lick their parents' mouths to see if they have any food. And all wild dogs howl. Cubs howl for their mothers. And wolves howl at night. Ow! Ow, 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 ow! I've made a wolf with my hand. Ow! The boy in today's story dresses up as a wolf. His name's Max, and the story is called Where the Wild Things Are. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind and another, his mother called him Wild Thing. And Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. That very night, in Max's room, a forest grew and grew and grew until his ceiling hung with vines, and the walls became the world all around, and an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max. And he sailed off through night and day, and in and out of weeks, and almost over a year, to where the wild things are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws, till Max said, "Be still!" and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into all their yellow eyes without blinking once. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all, and made him king of all wild things. "And now," cried Max, "let the wild rumpus start." Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be where someone loved him best of all. Then all around, from far away, across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. But the wild things cried,
"Oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. We love you so."
And Max said, "No." The wild things roared their terrible roars, and gnashed their terrible teeth, and rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye, and sailed back over a year, and in and out of weeks, and through a day, and into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him, and it was still hot. Weren't the wild things brilliant? Which was your favourite? Here they are, swinging in the trees. There's the one with the beak, and the claws, or the human feet. It's got horns. I think this is my favourite. With the brown hair, webbed feet, and little fluffy tail. And there's Max, dressed as a wolf. Wolf! Wellies. A wolf wearing wellies. Water. A wolf wearing wellies in the water. Wind. Windsurfer. The wolf is windsurfing. Wet wolf. wet, wolf. Both these words start with the same letter. Watch how Magic Pencil writes it. Down and up and flick. 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 I found a poem about a really wild thing. See what you think. We've got a wah-wah in our house. Squelchy as an octopus, and scratchy as a mouse. Slippy and slurpy, ever so dirty, wet and slimy, and its eyes, oh blimey. Nose all runny, cheeks all funny, claws all queer, and its tail, oh dear. We've got a wah-wah, comes at night, waits in my bedroom to give my dad a fright. We've got a wah-wah, only I can see, comes out at night, but just for me. Nasty and knobbly, wibbly and wobbly, sloshy and slow, and its teeth, oh no! Lips all lumpy, bum all bumpy, ears all runny, and its horns, oh mummy! We've got a wah-wah, come and see. Scares my dad, but is very nice to me. Yes! I'm gonna bring my wah-wah to school, even if pets are against the rule. Squiggly and squelchy, bubbly and belchy, doesn't wash, and it's raw. Oh gosh. Legs all floppy, feet all soppy. Name you'll find out. Be careful, mind out. We've got a wah-wah. Pleased to meet you. If you're nasty, my wah-wah will eat you. What an amazing sounding animal that wah-wah was. And the words used to describe it. It was wibbly and wobbly, squiggly and squelchy. Hey, maybe you could draw a wild thing of your own. Or you could decide what it eats. Maybe worms or waffles. And then you could write some words by it that would describe how it moves. I bet wild things don't have to do the washing up. So I suppose I'd better do it. I'll see you next time. Bye.